Come on, you boy, too cold, so whack to turn. Hang on and see the in there golden bone now. Some at the 69, 69, yeah, 69, 69, yeah, 69, 69, yeah, 69, 69. Ain't never trying to get to learn. Funny times of cotton, somebody feel it. One day, boy, feels alone, oh boy. On a casket that got song, where it says song like the 69, 69, 69, 69, 69, 69, 69. We're certified, CSRP party saying, if on my bone, girl, ain't my overland is right. And I said, you remember, yes, all that you say, now be down. But I did not fear it, never you know now. I could have said I'd be your friend, but all that you say, down, be down, you see me now, you see me now, you see me now, be down, be down, be down, you see me Blue eyes is not got to down. Oh sugar, would you do pray? Oh no, love we squeeze through your hand tongue. But I break law, 'cause you know that That's crazy, or if you're supposed to die. Thinking is a sin. I'm if good to some no way to be. My old way back, your right has not got today. Do I care? Is no one team to bore. I'm sure it's on our play on Jane down here. But giant bar.
なんか逆に誰もいないとすごい